In last class I explained that is public company and private company. Today in this class we are going to learning choice of form of business organization. This topic you may expect for 5 marks, that is practical oriented question. Can just write it only points for a practical oriented question. No need of explanation. What is that choice of form of business organization? That means you have learned various form of business organization like sole proprietorship, partnership firm, Hindu undivided family business, cooperative society, joint stock company. If you want to start any kind of or any form of business organization, some factor you have to consider, or you have to see that advantages and disadvantages of particular form of business organization. Even some basic factor or some factor may affecting while you are going to selecting a particular form of business organization. What are the factors? Let us learn in detail. Either first factor is, this chart is showing that the factors influencing the choice of form of business organization. The factor can just observe in the factor column. First one, availability of capital. Second one, cost of information. And third point, easy of formation. Fourth one, transfer of ownership. And next one, managerial skill. Next one, regulation. After that, flexibility, continuity, liability. Here, let us learn in detail one by one. First one, availability of capital or a cost of formation. That means when you want to select any kind of form of business organization, initially it required some capital. If you have the less capital, you can able to start the sole proprietorship. It is the best suitable for small capital investment for sole proprietorship. If you have that more funds or more capital, it is the best to start a joint stock company. That means the capital, according to the size of the capital, you can also choose that or choice of form of business organization. Even however that you have to follow the some legal formalities, even if that may affect to that to start of the any form of business organization. It is called cost and easy of formation. And next one is liability. Here that liability, that means each and every form of business organization should have that liability. Without the business, there is no business without the liability. That means in sole proprietorship, the liability status is unlimited. Even partnership firm, all the partners having unlimited liability. In Hindu undivided family, Karta having unlimited liability, co-partners having limited liability. In cooperative society, the members of the cooperative society having limited liability. And coming to the last form of business organization, that is joint stock company. In joint stock company, the shareholders having limited liability, in a way that each and every firm they have that liability status. It is called, or it is also one of the factor affecting to the choice of a particular form of business organization. And next point is continuity. That means any form of business organization, if they are going to continue for a long period of time or a short period of time, or else in simple sense or in simple sentence, duration of a particular form of business organization. That means in sole proprietorship, after the death, the business will be closed. That means they have that only short period of time. And also partnership firm, if the partners are interested to continue, or if the partners was taken a death, in sometimes the partnership business also can possible to close the business, or else all other partners they can carry the partnership firm for a long period of time. And also in joint stock company and cooperative society, it can continue for a long period of time. There is no, even if that the members are a shareholders, if they have taken a death also, it does not affect it to the company or a cooperative society. This particular form of business organization will continue for a long period of time. And also Hindu undivided family business, after the death of Karta, next elder person of the family will going to take that business activity. If they are interested, they are going to continue the business. If they are not interested, they are going to closing the business. This is called continuity. It is also one of the factor to determine, to select the choice of form of business organization. And the next point is, next one is management ability. That means even if the in particular form of business organization, in all form of business organization, who will going to take decision, who will going to engage in the business, it is called management ability. For example, in sole proprietorship, it is a very difficult to take all the activity by the one person, even if that the one person is not expert in all the areas. Understood? In a way that it is management ability in sole proprietorship, but in partnership you can divide the work among the partners. Here distribution of work or division of work, you can distribute the work among the partners in partnership firm. And also even cooperative society or a joint stock company, Hindu undivided family, the work will be divided among the members. This may reduces conflict or misunderstanding. This is called management ability. Even the management ability also consider the skill of a particular person. Even if that when you want to choose that, if you want to go for to take your own decision, you can choose that sole proprietorship, or if you are going to dividing the work or activity among the member, you can go for partnership or a joint stock company. It is called management ability. And next point is capital consideration. That means whether you have that large scale operation or small scale operation, it depends upon the capital nature, size of the nature, it depends upon the scale of operation. I already explained, that is the joint stock company, they are going to starting their business in a large scale operation. They are going to collecting the capital by issuing the shares to the public, and also the investors will be the public. The public will going to subscribe the shares, they are going to become shareholder. Even in sole proprietorship, the capital was very less, and also they have that disadvantage is limited resources. But this limited resources will not arise in the joint stock company because the capital is more. That is the reason the capital also will considered when you are going to choosing the form of business organization. And the next point is degree of control. Here the degree of control is nothing but how much the power you have that to take decisions making in particular form of business organization. Even for example, in sole proprietorship, they have that 100% power to that single person. Single person can take entire business decision because the single person only managing that entire business operation, and also without involvement of third party. This is called degree of control in sole proprietorship. But in partnership, the power will be distributed, the authority will distributed among the partners. That means all the partner having the equal right, or else how much they are contributed the capital, according to that they have the power to take in decision making. Even keep it in mind, the sleeping partner will never involved in taking of decision making, even if they are invested more amount compared to all other partner, but he will not going to take any decisions in a business. And next, coming to that, degree of control in joint in the family business. Already you have learned all the decisions is taken by elder of the family, head of the family, that is Karta. The Karta having full of power to take all the decisions in the Hindu undivided family. The co-partners just they are agreeing with what they have taken the decision. It is degree of control in HUF family. And joint stock company and cooperative society, all the decisions is taken by all the power, all the authority is centralized with a board of director. The board of director elected from the shareholder in joint stock company. The board of director will elected by the members in cooperative society. Here we can just see that the ownership or the power of to take decision in particular form of business organization. It is called degree of control. Even if you want to take the single person business, you can take entire business. That depends upon you are going to choosing a particular form of business organization. And the last point is nature of business. Yeah, that nature of business is nothing but if you have that large scale operation and small scale operation, what is the contact or what is the interaction or what is the relationship you have with the customers. It is called nature of business. You can just observe or you can just see that in sole proprietorship, for example, grocery shop. The grocery shop offering the consumer product, they are selling the product to the customers, and also they are going to keeping the relationship a very friendly, and also this relationship in modern days we can call it as CRM. What is that CRM? Customer relationship management. It is called CRM. The sole proprietor, they can maintain a very good relationship for a long period of time with a customer. They have that personal contact. But when coming to the joint stock company, they don't have much contact with the customers because they are in the large scale operation. What they have produced the product, that will be transferring to that wholesaler and retailers. They're going to maintaining the relationship. Here they have big gap or more gap between the relationship between the company and the customers. This is called nature of business. Whatever it is in partnership also, they are not much having that relationship. And also here this nature of business, it depends upon your operation of business. It is called nature of business. With this, the second chapter has been completed. In the next classes, I am going to revising the second chapter. And also for practical oriented question, you can just write the point what now I have explained. Like if they ask what are the factors may influencing choice of form of business organization, you can just write it that answer: cost, liability, continuity, management ability, capital consideration, degree of control, nature of business. Can just refer that notes. In last second chapter, that last notes I have given the practical oriented questions. Can just thorough.